Right, let's get into some topics. And back at the table with us, the woman with the British accent, TV personality, and tech entrepreneur, Louise Monger. Hi. How are you? Good, I get you on my side this time. Last time you were here, you were on Ryan's side.
It was a request, Val.
Oh, it was.
Yes. Trying to get away from me. Yeah. I was in the green room back stage, and I was saying hi to all the guests, and I just hear this loud voice going, "Ryan, get in here!" And I was like, "What?" And I was like frightened, and it was Louise. She does not need a microphone, so she'll be good.
Yeah, you guys go way back.
Yeah, we do. We've been friends for a long time. Yep. Talked about getting her on the show for a while. You did some reality TV.
Yeah. Oh, what did you do?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't tell me The Bachelor.
No.
Okay.
My husband would be very upset. Yeah. But no, it was a matchmaking TV show in Chicago called Love Blows, and I was a recruiter for a while. And yeah, it was an interesting show.
I can tell by the title, Love Blows. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, remember Patty Stanger was involved with this, remember?
Oh, that show.
Yes.
Yeah. But, you know, I've also had a silent auction technology company for a while, and I've been doing a bit of emceeing and
you got the energy for it.
So yes, I know. I'm an obnoxious British girl.
Yeah.
Who's very nice.
Yeah, and the irony was that you'd like to talk a lot, but you were working in silent auctions.
Yes, right, the irony.
You can't make it up.
You can't.
We've got a third guest here at Host Ted. It's a fly, an annoying fly.
All of us keep
We're
going
not
like this.
hot. We are literally just trying to swat away this fly. All right, Ryan, tell me what's trending.
What's trending? Killing a fly is trending. No, it's Michelle Obama. Tickets went on sale today for her book tour, Becoming. It kicks off at the United Center November 13th. I mean, this thing is huge. I mean, launching it at the United Center.
Yes.
She has a lot of fans, and it's like Trevor Noah was saying, she's like the Bruce Springsteen of book tours right now. I mean, that is huge, yeah.
Here's the thing, and you know President Obama has written books before, but I think she might be upstaging President Obama with her book, Becoming. People are so fascinated with the First Lady and her experience. You know what? Because she's just so real. And they raised Sasha and Malia in the White House. I can't wait to talk to her about raising the girls in the White House. Remember how little and cute they were, like so itty bitty people when they got to White House, and now they're like adults.
Right. I want to read their book.
Then we'll get the real story.
That would be a tough childhood. I know it sounds like. I mean, just because
you never have any privacy.
No,
she had that issue. You know, one of the kids had the issue with the smoking, and it was publicized like crazy.
Right.
And you know, it wasn't a big deal. You know, maybe she just whatever. We all experience as kids, but they have to be perfect all the time, and you can't be, and it's boring.
Well,
frankly.
in the UK, do all the kids smoke growing up?
Well, you know, maybe I had one or two. Maybe I tried it.
Yeah. Well,
I thought it was disgusting, and no one should do it.
Right.
Remember the Bush twins, though? Remember the one twin? She was always the one that was like wanting to ditch the Secret Service and like have her own life as a teenager.
Right, and everybody goes through that kind of rebel stage when you're a kid. It's just that to have the Secret Service and all that stuff, that's got to be way worse. I mean, remember like Prince Harry had like the issue in Vegas or something?
Just the one issue?
Yeah, right. They turned out all right.
Yeah. All right, well, let's talk about what's happening locally in Chicago, and he's back. Kanye West says he's moving to Chicago. We talked about this a little bit yesterday, but now...
Yeah, that's great.
Now the question is, could he be our next mayor? Of course, you know, we've had John Cass here on the show. John Cass recently wrote an article for the Chicago Tribune, and he raises the question, and, you know, he's having a lot of fun with this article, but should we be putting this out there in the universe for Kanye to even... And by the way, I just started following his new Instagram just this morning. He's walking around the streets of Chicago. He's now, and this just came over on TMZ, he's now taking a shot at Nick Cannon. He's talking about Drake and Pusha T still. I haven't even been able to look at it all, but it's just like, he's literally outside somewhere in Chicago walking around. I'm not making this up. Like, it's legit.
Bring him in off the street. That would be
He's
good fun.
under a train track somewhere in Chicago. I'm like, where's his security?
Oh
He's
my
under
gosh.
a train track?
Yeah, it's on his Instagram. He's walking and talking, and he's like, hold on, let the train go by.
Wow. All right, that's going to be our first poll question. Now, Kanye has not announced that he's running. This is
John Cass
John Cass on Trip. Yeah, and he wrote a really interesting article. It's actually a good read. But do you think Kanye should run for mayor? Yes or no? WindyCityLive.com/vote.
This might be a first in the Windy City Live polling history where we have 100% no.
Yeah.
And it has not moved.
Yeah, I
Is
think.
that right?
It has
I think
not moved.
Maybe we've learned our lesson that maybe celebrities don't make the best politicians.
I don't know why you think
Maybe.
that, Ryan.
Yeah.
America is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy.
We should all move to Britain.
Yeah, that's
I
not
just
much
would love
better.
to see like a debate with Kanye and anybody else.
Yeah.
Like it would be amazing
I
to see
agree.
him like at the podium and be like, no, I'm gonna let Tony Preckwinkle finish, but Willie Wilson had one of the baddest platforms ever. You know?
Yeah, that was your Kanye. Huh?
Yeah.
That was apparently his Kanye.
I'm listening to you guys, but I'm also watching this number. It has not moved.
No.
It's got to be one.
100% of you guys say no.
How do I do it? I'm going to vote 1%.
Yes.
That
That means we have sane viewers. Thank you. We have sane viewers.
Listen, I'd like to get him in here
I
and
would
talk to
too.
him. I mean, and just see.
It'd be very entertaining.
Yes.
Kanye, come on. I mean, he's literally walking around. Somebody, if he's in the loop, tweet us, FaceTime us, whatever. Let us know if he's around. We can just bring him right in.
Hey, I think Kanye voted for himself.
Yeah, there we go.
Up to 5%.
Somebody just.
At the
all
end
right.
of the day, being a celebrity doesn't constitute you knowing,
Yeah.
everything about politics.
Right.
And I agree that, Chicago does need a big change. It does. And sometimes it's the circle of a life and it needs to be shook up a little bit, as we're experiencing now. But it shouldn't be about popularity.
Right.
Like Honey Boo Boo's not going to run for president.
Right.
Because
Well,
she's
you never
probably
know.
not.
You never know.
I
Well,
do
you never know.
believe that his wife, Kim K, knows that he has these kind of moments where he has these brilliant ideas.
And I'm
she
sure he
just lets him
does.
have it. Because she has reportedly, according to people, said she's not moving to Chicago. Now, Kanye's
And
coming.
nor should
Yep.
she.
Thank
She's
you.
coming. She's coming. Stop it, Ryan. I want her in here too. She's
Yeah.
coming. She'll come and visit. But the kids, they just bought a home in Calabasas, California. They're in school now. They don't want to change their routine
Right.
and
Right.
bring them up here.
But you got to think one of the kids' name is Chicago West, and if they moved to the west side of Chicago, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. West Chicago, Chicago West.
But
Yeah.
listen, the whole thing about celebrity like Oprah running and all these other people running, it's like you cannot run an Applebee's without some kind of experience.
Agreed.
How can you run a country or hold public office
You know
without
who's our
any
president,
experience?
right?
That's what
looks
I'm
like it
saying.
doesn't
I know, but it happened.
But did we learn anything?
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
it
I don't
happened.
think
And
we've learned yet.
unless you watch, if you watch the news and you see him stomping right now for this midterm election, there's a lot of people still important
I know.
supporting him.
I know.
Yeah, it's
So
it's
I
crazy.
wouldn't be too sure.
All right, let's
I
close
agree.
that poll.
Anything can happen.
4% say yes. Do you think Kanye should run for mayor? And again, he has not announced any kind of candidacy. This was something
No.
that we just read.
All right, so we're gonna quit talking about Kim and Kanye for a second, and
you.
we're gonna talk about mowing the lawn naked.
That's right.
Because it is happening in Florida, and one neighborhood's had enough. They are sick of their neighbor. One man has decided to mow his lawn naked despite it being illegal in the state. Indecent exposure is still illegal in Florida. He said, you know what? It's my private property. I need to air some things out, and I am going to mow the lawn naked.
Not only is he mowing the lawn naked, he's doing like all of his yard work naked, and there's some dangerous instruments that could, like you pull out a weed whacker the wrong way, that's gonna change a lot.
Well, I'm not even thinking about the weed whacker. I'm thinking about the thorns in the rose bushes.
That too.
So you're worried for his health.
Yes.
Worried for the kids who take the bus right in front of his house.
You know,
Yeah.
So how are they
I think-
going to explain
I
that?
think kids are the issue here. As far as I'm concerned, I love it. Okay, I think
You would
it's-
do this?
I think it's well, I wasn't even thinking about myself, but then again, anyway. But no, I think if I had a neighbour who was doing this, I would be inviting people over for weekly lunch parties. I might start selling tickets. I mean, this is something else.
Yeah, as far as the kids go, kids see a lot
Yeah,
worse.
the kids are the problem.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Nobody wants to see their naked old man neighbor mowing the lawn.
You think kids are just doing math problems on these things?
But that's different.
Is it?
To be fair, it's never the person that you want to see naked who's
Right.
naked.
Of course.
Right?
Like
It's never
nude
that.
beaches, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I've never been to a nude beach. Have you?
No, but apparently it's not the people you want to see
Yeah.
naked. Right.
Yeah.
You want to go?
Do you?
No, but I have been to one. I've been to one resort in Mexico, and it was topless optional. And yeah, we didn't get to choose who wore them and who didn't.
Right.
But did you go to that part of the resort?
Yeah, we were there. It was at the pool. It was
That's
adults
most
only.
places in Europe.
Oh.
Yeah, it was adults only, and it was topless optional.
Right.
Yeah.
So you
and
sought that place out, did you, Ryan?
I was like, hey, where's the lawnmower?
Listen, I mean, doing the lawn, I think we can all agree that no one should be doing the lawn
Right.
naked. However, I mean, is it ever, like, I feel weird when I go downstairs if I forget something right before I'm getting in the shower and I just go downstairs without any clothes on.
Well, because the kids are around?
No, because I leave all my blinds open.
Oh, I don't mind that.
You don't?
Yeah.
No, I'm like
Inside?
I'm in a high rise, so I'm hoping someone's got binoculars.
Exhibitionist over here.
A little adventurous. Huh? You like that? No, but I do think of it. But you know that trick, though, like if it's, what is it? Let me get this right.
Oh, I
So
thought
during
what?
the day, people cannot see in when you have your blinds
That's
open.
what you
But
think.
only at night.
That's what they tell you, the
Yeah.
companies.
Yeah, when the-
Nobody can see.
Yeah.
At nighttime, you can see directly in your house, right? Isn't that true?
If there's light in your living room, chances
yes,
are,
but
yeah.
during the day, no one can see through with the blinds open.
That's what the company tells us.
I don't know, Val.
Yeah.
I used to think the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Turns out you can see a lot in the day if you really try.
Oh, what's she looking at?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do not want to check your computer search history.
Yeah, really. I'm topless beaches. Okay. What do you think about this? Got to ask you about this.
Okay.
We talked about it in our tease. Is it ever okay for a 31-year-old man to be texting with a 14-year-old girl? Many of you in our audience here on the show were like, no, no, no. However, let me set up a little bit of context. Apparently, Drake is obsessed with Millie Bobby Brown, who everybody else is from Stranger Things. She's a actress. She's a celebrity, just like Drake. They met. He's a big fan of her show. So they exchanged numbers and they're texting. I personally don't think that's awful that he's texting with a 14-year-old only because of the industry that they're in.
Well,
It
that's-
depends what the texts are, and it depends what the frequency is.
I mean, he's
You know?
like giving her, it's like a big, to me, I look at it like a big brother, little sister thing.
Right.
Like she's got boy questions and he's a 31-year-old young man who can say,
Okay.
no, don't, you know, I look at it like big brother, little sister kind of thing.
Isn't he dating like a 19-year-old though?
Right, but they're not saying anything about
I'm just
them
saying
dating.
though. Am I
Yes,
wrong?
it's rumored that he is
He's dating a 19-year-old.
19-year-old.
Okay,
hello.
to me, that's a little R.
I
Kelly-ish.
think, do you know, yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm not going to that extreme. I'm just saying, clearly he's attracted
Good
to
old
very.
Drake who just went to see Sophia, who got the heart transplant. You're comparing him to R. Kelly?
I'm just saying there's a history that he likes young women.
Okay,
An
so-
example that he likes young women. So it might, I don't know. I don't know
Listen,
what the
it's
context of
tricky.
these texts are.
It's tricky, right?
I wouldn't text a 14-year-old unless it was my niece.
Right, and I think that you said something very poignant, Val. I think it's you're giving him a little bit of a break because he's in the industry.
They both are. And they're in that
but
Hollywood circle.
However, you know, okay, so what if there's a 14-year-old who wants to be a lawyer and there's a 31-year-old lawyer and they're in the same industry? Do you think that's okay? Do you see what I mean? It's like I think you're cutting him some slack because it's Drake, and I think everyone should be viewed and treated in the same way, regardless of whether you're a celebrity or not.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I am a fan of his, and I just am like,
Yeah,
no.
it's okay.
And listen, that was
I think that's a stretch. I mean, R. Kelly is accused of some
that
really
was a joke. That
On the
was a
square.
joke.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I like to think
Well,
that
isn't it one
it's
of
innocent.
our poll questions? Let's ask it. Parents, do you have a problem if a 31-year-old is texting? Oh, never mind, no poll.
Yeah, I just think like if it was a normal world and it
Right.
was your daughter and it was a 31-year-old man
Yeah.
who was just this guy, I think it would be an issue.
Right.
But I'm sure that the texts are fine, and I'm
Right.
sure that it's not gone across. But it
I
doesn't.
think like my nephew is like 27. So that's close to 31. And like him giving.